Hey everybody, what's up? Clipping this right in the beginning of this episode because we recorded this episode right literally a day before Nintendo announced the Smash presentation. So sorry if we don't cover that shit, but yes, I just wanted to leave that out there. If you want to see my predictions for the next character, you can go ahead and check the video I uploaded the other day about it, or you can go back to episode 2 of Smash Dispatch where we talk about our predictions for Smash Ultimate in 2020. So I just wanted to put that out there right in the beginning. Anyways, enjoy the episode where we talk about our mains and shit. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Smash Dispatch. As always, I am one of your hosts, Fidel, Yu Kami, and joining me as always is my co-host.
Hey, it's Ultima once again.
It is Ultima, and he is half alive now.
MacFest was wild, but you can't go to a convention without getting a little sick. But I'm fine now. Exactly. I'm fine now. I was mostly sick last week.
You're sure? Okay. I'll try not to fucking destroy your lungs this episode. Shit. We're getting hungry for a direct, dude. We need a new character now.
Knowing how like Nintendo does things, we're just gonna be like chilling one day and it'll be like tomorrow. Like that's how they always do it. Like it kills me because it's like how are we supposed to plan for anything when they're just like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just hopefully like if you'll just be chilling one day and it's like, oh well, nothing's really going on. I got work tomorrow, whatever, and they'll be like, oh, did you say you have work tomorrow? Oh, here's a direct.
Nope, exactly. It's like I hope it's this week. That way, next week's episode we can finally talk about a new character. So please, Nintendo, make our dreams come true. But we'll dwell on that one that time comes. But for now, we are here to discuss Smash. I think Ultima suggested that this week's main topic is going to be our mains. We're going to be talking about our mains throughout the franchise and the series because obviously there's a shit ton of new characters, there's old characters that have evolved and everything, and it'll be fun to kind of talk about like what we love in a character and talk about our stories with those characters throughout the games, right?
Yes, exactly.
That should be fun. All right. So also, thank you guys for last week's episode and the comments and stuff like that.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
I especially noticed, yeah, exactly. And people are liking it more that like we have our own audio recorded and that I added like visuals to the episode and stuff. So everything's starting to look cool and crisp. So let us begin with. I feel like before we get into specific characters, usually let me ask you. Usually in fighting games, what kind of characters do you lean on?
Like it really depends because it can vary by game. But I think if it's a more traditional 2D fighter, I sort of like that character who not like Zoner, but sort of like controls like the ground with like long range normals and like pokes and like a very footsies oriented characters.
Oh, okay.
Like you know, like your Chun-Li, where like Chun-Li doesn't have like a ton of like projectiles, but she just like she keeps her space and then she'll get you with long range kicks or whatever. Like she's like a zone control character, I guess, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
So I guess in Smash, in Smash it doesn't exactly translate over as much to Smash, but there are some characters who do that. Like we'll get into I like Corrin in Smash 4. That was probably one of my favorite characters just to play ever in a fighting game because I really liked how they controlled the stage. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So usually you just like a character you can have like control of like.
Yeah, sort of like you know you're maintaining a good distance and you're sort of poking at them with attacks and things like that. I like those sort of characters.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm usually like I'm someone. I mean, other than Ultimate, which we'll get into because like that kind of like revolutionized like how I see characters, how I like them. But usually I like the like quick. And like just quick, fast-paced character. Like I like a character that just goes in, tackles. Because I'm not a very I can be defensive when I need to, but I'm not someone who likes to play too defensive. So I like a character that can just like be very aggressive, get in there with combos, and goes in with a lot of moves. And I usually like my favorites are usually the all-rounders. like I love playing like the Marios and stuff like that, where it's like you've got a good balance of like typical stuff. Even like if you branch out beyond Smash, like always like in Street Fighter, other than like some characters like Cammy and like Armika, I really love like I'm usually like a Ken guy or like what's it called, Evil Ken dude.
The
so it's
Shoto,
like
the
I
Shoto
love
characters, yeah.
exactly. Or even in fighters, like I like picking the Saiyan characters because they kind of have a playstyle that's like easy to get into, but like really fun to master and do big damage with. So yeah, that's usually how it goes, and even it translates to Smash. But obviously, Smash has a really diverse cast, and we'll get into that. So let's start with, I mean, I don't think this one's gonna be like very prominent for us, but Smash 64. Did you even make?
I don't like. Yeah. It's like, man, I can't. I'm just like laughing because I don't even think I knew what that concept was. I don't even like because I don't. Again, I didn't really own it,
sure.
but I guess if I just like picked up 64 now, because sometimes I played it.
Yeah.
I like playing Kirby because he's easy. He's really easy to play in 64.
Course, yeah.
So.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. It's like when you're a kid, you don't really know the concept of a main. If anything, when you're a kid, you usually like pick like one character you really love and just play that one forever, or like you just fucking randomize shit. But yeah, like even for me, I'll give you that. I for Smash 64, I mean, from the few times I've played it, maybe Mario and yeah, Kirby. So yeah, let's I guess move on to where it starts, where like we start, because yeah, I mean Smash Melee, right? We're kids at this point. We're starting to learn these characters and stuff. Who would be the characters you gravitated towards in that game?
It's funny because like obviously who you play in Melee as a kid is completely different than who you played as an adult.
Of course, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good perspective.
Again, like you're a kid, nobody fucking knew all the cool shit that you can do in Melee back then. So.
yeah.
I actually played Yoshi a lot. My cousin would play Pichu, and I'd play Yoshi, and we'd do doubles against like other people, like other kids.
I fucking hate Yoshi.
Yeah, I just really liked Yoshi because what was cool about Yoshi was like he has his jump is so unique from the other characters. I'm like, oh, this is really fucking cool. You can do so many cool stuff with his jump, and I also really liked that he was a very like attack focused character. You know what I mean? Like you didn't really use Yoshi's specials besides like down B every so often.
Yeah, it's fair there.
So I liked Yoshi. I thought like his down air where he does the move where he runs his legs really fast. I love that move as a kid because it did so much damage.
God, I fucking hate him. Throughout the series, Yoshi is just my... We'll get into that. Someone asked the question later of who we hate fighting, but like, yeah, Yoshi throughout this series has been a fucking like thorn in my ass. I fucking hate him. Okay, so you said Yoshi. Who else did you main in
I liked playing Mewtwo a lot too because I just thought he was cool. I mean, that's all it boils down to. But if you were asking me who I like playing in Melee now, I really like playing Marth. Like I think Marth. I mean, I kind of did play Marth a little bit as a kid, but mostly because I didn't really know who he was, so I didn't have any attachment to him.
Yeah, exactly.
But like now, when I play Melee, I like playing Ganon, and then I like playing Marth because Ganon in Melee, like he sort of feels like he does in Ultimate, but like he's still a very different character. I just sort of like his weight in he still has his weight in Melee. You know what I mean? Even though he's a very fast
exactly.
character.
Yeah. Fair, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, for me, Melee, I mean, I feel like I haven't revisited it too much, but when I did, I picked the same characters I did as a kid. So the ones that I'm looking through here, so first of all, Mario, as someone who just grew up as like a Mario.
Like,
oh, for sure, yeah. I think Mario in general is just like consistently throughout the series is just like one of the most fun characters to play for me. So obviously, like just being a massive Mario fan, I always loved picking Mario. And it's just, I love this moveset. It was just fun, and obviously I like fucking, when I was a kid, I'm just yelling like, wahoo, go fuck yourself, or something. I'm not saying fuck yourself, but I'm definitely saying wahoos and stuff. But I really loved the Ice Climbers, and the Ice Climbers are a character I genuinely back then thought were like Smash original characters.
I did too. I definitely did too. I was like,
yeah. I had no idea. I was like, I guess these guys are fucking, but just Smash characters. I hadn't heard, like, I don't think I had heard about Ice Climbers, the game, until, like, Wii Virtual Console, basically.
Yeah, no, not until Brawl did I really, like, see what their game was about. I mean, obviously, I was like, who are they? Why would they make up characters for Smash?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Said,
It's weird. But it's like the Ice Climbers to me, I love them so much because I just love the concept of two characters beating up an opponent. And it was just such a funny idea, and I just loved spinning. I love the spinning hammer move. I just love hitting people twice with stuff. I love the idea that, like, if your sister dies, you're still chilling. It's just, like, a really fun, weird mechanic, and I really loved it. Also, I think the last character I really loved was Pichu. Like, Pichu was another one where I just loved messing around as Pichu. I mean, as a kid, I didn't even really notice the damage thing where he damages himself.
He damages himself,
Pichu is just a fun character.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my cousin like played him like when we were younger because she just thought he was cute. I mean, that's literally all you need as a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like they move so fast in that game. I'm like, and obviously, it's like growing up playing Sonic and shit. I'm like, I was like, I'm down with the speed and stuff. So yeah, really cool. So that's kind of the Melee. Yeah, it's weird looking back at Melee. It kind of, I feel like everyone back then kind of played like a character or two back in Melee, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like it didn't feel like a game where everyone like picked like 5 to 6 characters they main. Usually, kind of people stuck to the 2 or 3 that you always see.
Yeah, because
right?
I feel like once you start saying like this fucking kills me because who do you main? And they start lifting off like 5 or 6 characters, and you're like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
You just play everyone? Like, to me,
exactly,
there's no way. There's no way you can, quote-unquote, main that many characters and be actually, like, good with all of them, unless you're a fucking god.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? But
yeah, exactly.
I feel like 2 to 3 is fair. Like, you have a character you really like, you have 2 characters on the side who, like, you can play if you don't like certain matchups or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Especially in Melee, because like now obviously there's a way bigger like expanded back then. Yeah, it was definitely that. Then on to Brawl. Now Brawl obviously had a big roster, like not crazy, but like a much bigger roster than what was it? Was it 8 more characters? I think, or
like Melee had how many characters were in Melee? Again, I think it was 26, right?
Let's see. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 20, 30.
Yeah, there's 26 in Melee. And I think Brawl 26? Took it to like what, 32?
Yeah, there's about
37. Wow,
here,
okay.
37, okay, yeah, because there's 3 rows here and okay, so I'm dumb. There's 4 rows. So that's the thing, Brawl, I feel like, obviously I associate that with early high school teenagers, where that's how I start to mess with some characters more. But I feel like for Brawl, I just, like, as a boy who adored Sonic with my life,
of course,
who lost his shit when Sonic was announced, like, Sonic was... I don't think, like, I might have played other characters for, like, an hour. Like, max, I played maybe Ice Climber sometimes and, like, Mars sometimes, but I swear to God, I genuinely think I spent my entire run of Brawl, other than, like story mode and completing, quests, not quests, but, like, other modes, I genuinely just played Sonic. Like, I could not get enough of Sonic. I loved playing him in free-for-alls and 1v1s. It was just like, I was too overjoyed that I was playing as Sonic in a game, and I was like, I can't stop playing this character. And I remember it would be that thing of, I think I said this on the first episode, where it's like, when we play with Final Smashes on, Sonic's was so broken.
Yeah, you can just run into everybody.
And my friends would put a limit on me of telling me, okay, you are not allowed to get the Smash Ball with Sonic more than twice because it's cheap. I was like, fine, I guess. But yeah, no, for me, Brawl was just, it was defined by Sonic. Like, that was just my character.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Brawl, most people might feel this. I feel like Brawl was the time where, like, you picked a character and you just, like, you fucking love that character when you pick them in Brawl. Like, it was like, exactly. Oh, yeah, this character fucking best. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
this is mine.
And maybe in Melee you would say, like, oh, yeah, I like playing this character. Like, I like playing Yoshi, but, I would just play everyone, sort of. But Yoshi's who I like, but in Brawl, is like, no, fuck that. I'm picking this character. You know what I mean?
I'm going, this guy. Yeah, so who are your characters in Brawl?
Well, okay, I would say that, like, I really liked Marth in... Well, okay, so the biggest thing for me was when I went from Melee to Brawl, the games felt so different. Like, a lot of characters just did not feel like they played the same at all. You know what I mean? Because, like, the physics and knockback and everything was so different. Except for me, except for Marth. Like, Marth felt like he transitioned over, like, very, very well. to where like I
Right.
felt like the things I could do in Melee when I was like younger with Marth,
Right.
like I feel like they worked in Brawl. So I did like playing Marth a lot, and Yoshi, because Yoshi just felt so weird. And I don't know, I didn't like him that much in Brawl.
Right. Fair.
But I like playing Marth. I really liked playing Wolf. Like Wolf, just because like.
Oh, right. Yeah, 'cause
Wolf,
he's
like
cool.
when you like, I thought this character is the most badass thing. Like
He's like fucking cool.
I'm not even a Star Fox fan, but I thought Wolf was so sick. His
Yeah,
voice
for sure.
in Brawl, like I like that voice more than like his current one. Like his whole like,
Oh,
what's
right,
the
yeah,
matter,
yeah.
scared? I'm like, ooh, daddy, like it's
Yeah,
so
'cause that's
good. Like I also
He's
loved
sick.
like, man, he had the cool forward smash where like he slid across the floor instead of like the
Oh,
one
yeah,
palm
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he was so cool. He was sick.
And then like his theme song and everything, man. Like I was obsessed with Wolf. I thought he was a very cool
Yeah, Wolf
character.
was so cool.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's why I was like super fucking sad when he wasn't in Smash 4. But like, yeah,
Of course,
But
the
I
sad
I would
moment.
play Brawl more casually with friends, so I would just
Yeah,
sorta
exactly, yeah.
mess around with a lot of characters. But I think if I was 1v1ing someone, I would always go for like Marth or Wolf. And I like playing Falco too,
Right.
but that was like later in life when like I knew he could do all the stupid shit with chain grabbing.
Yeah, for sure. yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ridiculous stuff there. Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, I feel like the one time I spent, like, there was a chunk of time where I think before Smash 4, I was really hyped on Smash, so I was like, with my friends, I was like, let's play Brawl. I feel like that's when I started messing with other characters more. So, like, then that's when I started playing a bit more Pit, because by then I had played Kid Icarus Uprising, so I was like, I fucking love Pit. I want to play as him. And Pit's like really fun. Like he's a very quick character. His spammy ass A move where you could just like spin your,
yeah.
spin your like, little sword forever.
Yeah, the side B.
Yeah, he kept going. He was so funny. I really liked him. I really liked, as always, I kept Ice Climbers. I really liked Lucario, because at the time, like, Lucario was one of the coolest Pokemon. I was, like, so sick. And Pikachu, I love Pikachu, because, like, Pikachu, I just really loved him. He's just fun. I think I also enjoyed Marth. Like, there was a point where I almost started maining Marth, and that was, like, the first time I had done that, because I never really liked the sword users in Smash, and it's like I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like I really liked Marth. I liked his simple moveset that's like complex when you obviously have to figure out like how to aim your sword exactly and stuff.
Yeah, they
so
get the tipper
he
and
was
everything.
yeah, the tipper and stuff. So that was really fun. I also ended up playing a lot of Toon Link more because that's what I really loved. I was a Wind Waker guy, so I really loved the idea of like, yay, Toon Link specifically is in this game, so this is my jam. So
I always did like that
they.
it's nice that we have Young Link again, but I always did like that they replaced him with Toon Link because like
Yeah, I
just
agree.
aesthetically he's just such a different character, you know.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's such a cool little dude. But yeah, no. So that's my characters for Brawl. So those are yours too. Now, obviously, now this is when the roster gets crazy, right? So
Well, this is also when we start
Smash
like
4.
taking Smash more competitively too, you know.
Exactly. So yeah, this is a fun one because this is when we're a little grown up and we want to start playing competitive and we're into this and there's a shit ton of options here. So let's go. Let's start with you. Who were your favorite characters to play in Smash 4?
Well, in Smash 4, I think I at the beginning, well, because you always have to remember there was Smash 3DS first.
Oh yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. I feel like that's a good idea. Yeah, like who were you on with Smash 3DS?
Yeah, Smash 3DS. I remember like when the game launched, I really didn't know who I was gonna play because
Yeah.
I don't know, like I played the demo and I remember in the demo, when Smash 4 Mario, I was like, oh man, this is so cool, like the combos, you can just combo up tilt and up
Yeah,
air
you can do cool
constantly
shit, yeah.
all day. I was like,
Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
this is really cool. Like so I know I messed around with Mario at first, but like I think when I when I started like when I locked everyone for 3DS.
Yeah, for sure.
I went back to some of the characters I really like from Brawl. Like I know I've tried Marth, I tried Falco because there was no Wolf, and I was like, okay, maybe Falco
right. You're like, you
can
need
fill that
your
void, but
replacement.
it didn't ended up working. Like man, Marth Marth in Smash 4 was just like felt so gutted, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, that is like my biggest issue with Smash 4. Where like, because of kind of how slow the game is, like I already dislike. I don't ever, again, other than Smash Ultimate, which we'll get into. I hate heavies in fighting games. I never liked them. And it's like the idea of ever picking up a heavy character in Smash 4 was insane because they were just so slow and it was like unbearable.
Yeah, like, Marth just felt, like, so floaty and uncontrollable for me. I was like, I don't like how this character just feels, so...
I don't like this.
I messed around, I ended up playing, Dark Pit, because I didn't want to play regular Pit, because, he's not edgy enough or cool enough or whatever.
No, you gotta be edgier, exactly.
So, yeah, in 3DS, I made Dark Pit, and... I really liked the electroshock. I'm like, the side B I felt was like super satisfying to use.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked his normals in that game a lot, like his forward air. You could do some cool combos with that. So I really, until Wii U came out, I mainly played Dark Pit, and then Wii U came out, and I messed around with some more characters, and I ended up before Corrin came out. I actually made Charizard. This is the first time that this is actually the first time that I played a heavy character, and now I enjoy playing heavier characters. But I guess what I liked about Charizard was like he had some just really cool like impact to his moves, man. Like he would the up throw and slam you into the ground with like
the up throw slam was so
Flare
satisfying.
Blitz is such a fucking like big explosive move. And he still had Rock Smash, and I thought Rock Smash was like a fucking busted move because like
it was a dumb move.
It had armor and it could break your shield
insane.
Super easily if you weren't careful.
Yeah.
So I really liked how Charizard felt. I felt like he had a lot of cool potential. And then when the DLC happened, I ended up picking up Corrin because Corrin, like I said earlier, it sort of felt like a more defensive sword fighter where like their moves had decent range that was disjointed, but it wasn't like Marth where like you're trying to land with the tipper. You're just trying to like outspace and outtrade your opponent as Corrin, and you had I think probably one of my favorite moves in Smash Bros. Period. His neutral B, where you have the projectile, but you can charge the fight separate. And I would trip up so many people with the timing on that. Where I'd fire the projectile, like a short charge projectile, or maybe I wouldn't fire the projectile at all. I would just like do the little fire and then charge a big bite or whatever. Like I thought that move had a lot of like mind games to it, and I really enjoyed how that move felt, and that's why I really liked Corrin, along with the side B where you could like instantly pin into the ground. And change the timing like that. So yeah, like I absolutely love Smash 4 Corrin. I love everything about how that character feels in Smash 4.
And like would that be like your 1v1 character?
My what?
Would that be like your 1v1 character?
Yes, absolutely. I would play Corrin, just a non-stop play Corrin. Before Corrin, like I said, I really like Charizard. I thought Charizard felt very fun to play. That's sort of like where I value how a character feels more than like who they are. So like I said, like I fucking hate that Corrin's in this game, man, but I really liked playing him as I'm in Smash 4.
Fair enough. So let's see. For me, especially there is a big difference between what I played on 3DS and Wii U. So on 3DS, the first character I was nonstop playing was Rosalina and Luma. Especially because that was when she was like busted to shit. Like that was she's still fucking nutty at the end of the game. Yeah. But I can see why you like her because she's sort of the closest to ice climbers that we'd ever got. Exactly, yeah. Like that was my closest thing, and I just loved I loved summoning the Luma to kind of attack from a distance, and I just loved the amount of moves you could do. Her forward air was like insane. The down smash was so easy to do because of like the extra range it gets when like you pop it off, and it was just I remember I just could not stop playing that character. character, and I remember just having a ton of fun with that character. Who else? On 3DS, I also played a lot of Mega Man. It's like I'm a massive Mega Man fan, so like having Mega Man in the game was just I could not stop playing that character too. At first, it was so weird because like Mega Man really is one of the most uniquely weird characters.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like
yeah.
The thing that I think like I could never get over was like. There's no forward tilt as Mega Man. You just move forward and shoot, and like that really threw me off so bad.
yeah. That's it. It's like, Mega Man is one of the weirdest characters. Even me at first, I was like, "This is weird. This character's like completely projectile based. I don't know how I can do that." But it's like I feel like it was on especially Wii U where I really I understood him and really got into him. Where like you mess with the blades, you grab someone after they're hit by the blade, you do your up airs with the tornadoes that. Well,
having
the
having
awesome.
a GameCube controller helps. Like I can't imagine playing Mega Man on 3DS. You must be like clawing your hand like crazy.
Exactly. So it's like that's how like as much as I was playing him, like I played him mostly on like my free time as opposed to competitive. When I wanted to play seriously, even Sonic on 3DS I didn't enjoy too much. So it was mainly Rosalina, and I think it was Rosalina and a bit of Pikachu, I think, on 3DS. Because it wasn't until, like I said, like Wii U is, I feel like when I'm looking here, that's when I really started going all out. So, for example, I'm looking at these in order. I really loved playing Mario. Like, I just, like...
Yeah, Smash 4 Mario feels so good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's so easy to, like, you could chain people in that up tilt for, like, so many hits because of how kind of slowish the game was. And even his up air and stuff, it's like he was super fun to play in there. Again, it's weird on Wii U. I never ended up playing more Rosalina, but yeah, having the GameCube controller, I ended up playing. I'm looking in order. I played a lot of Zero Suit. Zero Suit was really fun. I think it was like Nairo that inspired me to play her more. Just like seeing the electricity moves you can do, the down Bs that spikes them down and stuff. Even now, I still like to mess with Zero Suit, but she was really fun. At some point, I really got into Robin. Because, like, I love that's an example to me of, like, a unique gameplay style for a Fire Emblem character. Where,
exactly.
You have an anime
like,
sword,
the whole magic
but you
meter.
have
like, you don't have a spellcaster, and magic is so important in Fire Emblem,
Yeah. And it's like, I love that idea of, like, building for a little bit gets you the blast. Building for a little bit more gets you that electric shock. And then completely was the giant laser, and you could really mess with people. So he was a really fun character to go with. I'm trying to see here.
Because, what you're saying about Robin is really cool because, there are reasons to use all the different levels of charge. Like, Arc Thunder and Thoron have different purposes, like with combos and different things like that. I feel like, in general, like, except for, like, maybe Pac-Man, like, you always just want the fullest charge of a projectile, like, every time, you know what I mean?
But those characters,
every version of it has different, every strength, I guess, has different purposes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's the thing, it's like Robin, like, especially in Smash 4, like, if they got caught in that electric shock, you could, like, forward smash him easily with the Levin sword, and it would just fuck him up. Like, they would go so far. It would be really hard to recover from that, but it was so fun to play him. Pac-Man, I really, as someone who fucking loves Pac-Man, learning Pac-Man was one of the funnest experience ever, especially of, like, learning what, because, like you said, people always assume go for the last most powerful shot, but, like, no, with Pac-Man, the different fruits were really strategic, right? I mean, you have the orange that shoots straight at him, that fucks him out right off the map. You have, like, the little ship that does, like, that little spin that can trip people up, and people hated the what's it called? The fire hydrant. Like, in Smash 4 especially, the fire hydrant was insanely powerful. And I just loved messing with that. And yeah, it's like, I really loved Pac-Man. Or is it like the apple that kind of goes downwards diagonally, right?
Yeah, the apple that just drops.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you could just, like, I just had a ton of fun with Pac-Man, obviously Mega Man. And yeah, this, like you said, because this was the game we were trying to play competitively, Sonic was, like, my character. Like, Sonic, whenever I would go to locals, I would pick Sonic. I would play online as Sonic. Like, Sonic was... I could never stop playing Sonic. I just felt like... Especially because
it felt good, especially what felt good about, like... I felt that way about, like, Charizard and Corrin, because, like, what felt great about playing those characters, like... The For Glory and seeing your win percentage on those characters was just like, yes, you know what I mean? Like, it felt so good to, like, be winning your matches and everything. Like, man.
Exactly. It's like, I think, what was it's called? Sonic especially, I mean, everyone kind of knew this in Smash 4. He was top tier. Like, it's like, that's why it was, when I played Sonic in Smash Ultimate, it was so weird to me because I loved doing that thing where you would dash cancel. Like, you spin you try to fake out, you do the spin, but you press R to stop it, and that would trip people up so much. So when I couldn't do that in Smash Ultimate, I was like, what the fuck? Because with Sonic, that's how you annoyed the shit out of people, and you do your different spin dashes, and obviously his back air. Remember when his back air was insane?
Yeah, his back throw too. He could kill off a throw.
Yeah, sorry, that's what it was. Yeah, his back throw was insane. Like, you could just kill off that, like, at 90% or something.
Yeah. Also, what was really cool about Sonic, well, like, a lot of people, like, thought he was, like, this campy character, but it was really cool to see him just, like, maneuver around, like, at the higher levels. Like, I think Ken was, like, one of the best Sonic players, and, like, watching him play Sonic was super fucking cool.
Yeah, or there was 6WX, right? He was really good on Sonic back
he's
then.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's like, I'll never forget when I first learned the spring hit, like where you up throw them and then you do the spring so that both of you go up and then you up air them, and it was just one of the most satisfying moves to pull off. And then once the DLC came out, that's when I started messing with those more. So Lucas was also a character I actually forgot that I played a lot of.
You do not seem like someone who would have ever played Lucas.
Yeah, that's it. It's like I used to, especially in older games, especially I think when you're a kid, you just don't want to play Ness or Lucas, right? Because you're just I hate this recovery, right? But this is a story I forgot where it's like I forgot this on 3DS. I started maining Ness. I started learning him because I think someone beat me at a local tournament with him, and I was like, this character feels fucking busted but funny to learn. So I started learning Ness on 3DS, and then when Lucas came out, I was like, I remember playing a bit of Lucas and Brawl, but it's like I love Lucas. Even in Smash Ultimate, I play Lucas all the time because Lucas is just. The PK Ice is so fun. I love his fire that kind of pushes you away. His snake is insane because also like in Smash 4 you could do the combo where once you dig him into the ground you could like neutral air them right after it. And it's like there were such cool combos you could do with Lucas. And I remember just being addicted to Lucas. Roy I had some fun with. He was actually like. He was really fun. Like, I ended up dropping Marth in favor of Roy because, like, Roy just looked cooler
Roy felt way better than Marth. Like, they actually, like, ended up buffing Marth a lot, and Marth was okay at the end of, like, Smash 4, but, like, when Roy came out, I was just like, holy shit, he's so fast, he's playable. Yeah, exactly. Because he was so bad in Melee. I remember I being like, holy shit, Roy actually can do things now.
Yeah, exactly. And when they added Ryu, I'm someone who adores Street Fighter, and Ryu was always my main, and I couldn't believe when Ryu was announced. I mean, it was. I remember when he leaked the day before, like someone was just playing him on a stream. That was fucking funny. But it's like, Ryu was like, I couldn't believe how well they adapted him when they that was the first time we'd ever seen Sakurai put original inputs in the game where you could do more
just for damage. A character. It's true, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, to me, that was so cool. And as someone who understood Street Fighter, especially Ryu's character, how he plays, it's like inputting original moves and getting those satisfying hits just felt so good to me. And
I thought that was super cool how they adapted him to Smash. My only problem was like, man, I could not control like the button press, the strength of the button presses to get what I wanted at all. Like, it felt so bad playing as Ryu, but I really liked that they went to the effort of it.
Yeah, exactly. And no, that I agree with you to this day. Like, it's like that's why I like that. What's his name?
Terry feels like how much better and so much better than Ryu in terms of like how they feel to control. You know,
exactly. It's like that's my thing. It's like because I wasn't good at like how strong you hold the button for a different attack. It stopped me from doing a lot of Ryu combos, so I kind of ended up dropping him a bit after launch. I didn't play too much Cloud. I liked Cloud, but not enough to stick with him. Korn had some fun with. Bayonetta, I remember fucking with so much. Like,
Bayonetta, well, also, dude, this is actually really funny, because, like, when Cloud came out, I mean, I was, like, messing with him, like, all day, right? My friend who was, like, offline he's like, alright, I'm finally home. Cloud's out, let's fucking play. I don't know anything about what this character does. And, like, I remember he just plays Cloud, like we do Cloud Dittos, and he like kicks my ass, and I'm like, dude, I've been playing this character all day. How the fuck are you winning? And he's like, oh, the character's fucking easy. Like,
Dude,
man,
yeah, it's
Cloud
like, I
is
remember,
so
yeah.
fucking stupid for how easy he was to play.
Yeah,
I love
Cloud
how
was
everybody
dumb,
in
dude.
Smash had a pocket Cloud. Like, everybody just knows how to
Yeah.
play Cloud.
Exactly. It's like that's how I felt with Bane. Like, dude, I remember there was this group of players. They were kind of like a group of competitive players. I always played against. They would always like beat my ass. When Bayonetta came out, I remember wiping them, and I was like, man, oh, I'm just fucking awesome at this game. And then they're like, no, you're just playing a busted ass character, and I was like, I'm still gonna count my win. But it's like, it's true. It's like Bayonetta was busted as shit. Cause like you could like side B, up B, side B, up air, and like that right away was like almost 60-70% damage.
And that was Bayo got nerfed like 3 times, and
Yeah.
she still is the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
character. Like, yeah, absurd.
Exactly, and it was insane. But yeah, and like that's the thing. It's like we've talked about it, but like Smash 4, I'm like so thankful for just at least for just that's when I tried to learn Smash as like a fighting game and getting all the rules and stuff like that. So yeah, no, that was a really fun one. And now to modern days, we have Smash Ultimate.
Man,
Where-
I'm very surprised about who I landed on for maining. Because
yeah.
both the characters that I told you I played in Smash 4, there was Charizard. Well, you can't really play Charizard, like just Charizard anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that was
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
And also, maybe I would have played Pokemon Trainer if they changed, like, if they gave Charizard Rock Smash back instead of Flare Blitz, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I only wanted to play Charizard, and like I couldn't. So, but it's good we got a Pokemon Trainer back though. I am happy
exactly.
about that.
I was so happy we got
because that's a
Pokemon
much more
Trainer back.
unique character.
Yeah.
And initially I was like, all right, we're gonna stick with Corrin. Man, Corrin they made feel, in my honest opinion, so clunky that it's just they're not enjoyable to play. Like, a
Right.
lot of the moves were, because you play a character for so long, you sort of have an idea of the range on your attacks
exactly,
and where your
exactly.
attacks and what will kill at what percent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they really, like, just sort of nerfed Corrin in that regard. Like, especially with, like, neutral air and, like, a lot of tools that you'd use in neutral. Like, they just feel so much weaker, and the character just doesn't feel fun to play. So,
Right.
I remember I messed around with a lot of different characters. I think I played Fox first initially because, like, man, Fox feels like almost like he does in Melee, where he's just really fast,
I mean,
combo
obviously, like,
oriented.
yeah,
But
because
I
this
don't
game brought the
know-
speed back.
Yeah. Well, the speed is a big thing, and I think that's what landed me eventually on Bowser. Because I remember, I don't know why
Yes.
I played the character at first or what drew me to him, but like when I must have seen, I know I saw how fucking fast he runs, and the screen
It's
shakes.
insane,
I'm
dude.
like, oh boy. And
Dude, it's
what
so
I think
crazy.
what I just ended up liking was that it's a heavyweight character who like doesn't like move like fucking molasses.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're every hit on Bowser is super satisfying. Like the forward tilt, just like I like playing characters where you get a hit and just go you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that sort
Yeah,
of
for sure.
satisfaction. Oh yeah, I used to main Incineroar too, but then I was tired of losing because his recovery's so bad. I'm like, I want like a powerhouse character who is fast and like doesn't have ass recovery. And I think I just sort of ended up on Bowser from there. But I really like playing Incineroar like a lot. Like, if
Incineroar
I'm
is so fun,
playing a character
dude.
for fun, I'll play Incineroar. But if I'm serious
Yes.
mode, it's Bowser all the way.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's weird. I have that exact same story with Bowser and Incineroar, where at launch I was non-stop Incineroar. Like I kept using Incineroar. I was like,
Yeah, like
this
he's
is a
so
totally
fucking sick, dude. Like
Yeah,
the animations on him, the combos, like
Exactly,
the
yeah.
grabs,
I
everything
love
was
him,
so
yeah.
fucking clean on this
Yeah,
character.
he's so cool. He's like, to me, I was like, this guy is a Fidel ass character. He's getting hyped. he's being a showman. He's
Yeah.
fucking, he's fine. He's like so cool, and I still love playing him. But yeah, there was a point where, and again, like this ties into my story of like as someone who fucking hates heavies in fighting games, I couldn't believe Smash Ultimate made me love heavies in this game, where it's like I love Incineroar, and then yeah, like you said, Bowser's one of my favorite characters in general in gaming, and it's like I never played him in Smash, like ever, and I never want to, and when I tried him in Smash 4 or other ones, it was way too slow. But like in Smash Ultimate, he is so fast, his moves are so satisfying, it's so fun to do your up tilts, his forward air is ridiculous with how much damage it can do, the side B, like even your side B not being a dick and killing yourself with someone, but like smashing them on the stage with it is just insane.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I mean,
yeah.
like the very visceral feeling of all of his attacks are what I really like.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I really love, like, I love, especially in this game, Ridley. Like, again, it's like he is such a satisfying character because I feel like I love, first of all, his side B because that annoys the shit out of people. Where it just like I love how visceral it is, where it just like shaves you onto the fucking ground and throws you.
Yeah.
His forward air is really fun because you can do it like multiple times if like you jump correctly and stuff and get those like 3 little hits. I love the fireballs because like if you get someone with those fireballs just enough, it's like just enough off stage to like keep him down. And he's just like, and his forward smash is insane. Like that forward smash can kill you like really early on in percentages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the drop kick,
so fun, yeah.
and like that. Well, also like you have the tough guy armor too. So like when someone like tries to think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like jab you or whatever, and you just drop that on him, like man, it's like if fully charged, it can kill at like 30 or 40% depending on the character. It's nutty, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, in general, that's the thing about Smash Ultimate. I mean, first of all, we're still, like, learning and adapting this game over time, but it's like, I feel like Smash Ultimate, I feel like it's the game where I dropped the concept of a main. Like, it's the game where I dropped the concept of having 2 or 3 core characters I'm gonna be incredible at, and I just do a thing where, like, I'm just going to get really good at a bunch of characters I love. Because, like, when I'm looking at this list here, I often play Mario, I often play Link, I often play Ice Climbers, I often play Bowser, I often play Pichu, I often play Roy, who else in here? Pokemon Trainer, Ike I really love, Sonic obviously, who else in this? Like Mega Man, I still love playing. Inklings I really adore. Like I'd say Inklings, I think they're my most played character in the game actually. And they're just so fun. Like I just love the little bombs you can place. I love the side B that messes with people. I love the back throw that can do a lot of damage. It's like Inklings just all around.
Inkling feels like sort of like a hybrid, like where they have like a lot of the like specials that feel very Mega Man-ish, but they don't have projectiles as like their normal attacks.
Exactly, yeah. And like painting your opponent can like really mess them up if like they're like at high.
Yeah, I think it's super cool to have like a whole separate input to recharge your ink. Like man, like this is what I will say. Like the later DLC for Smash 4 sort of started putting the groundwork, and then Ultimate, like newcomers felt like super new. Like they had like very unique things going on for all of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, you could tell basically Sakurai started experimenting with the idea of like, instead of just having regular inputs for everyone, how can we mess with those inputs? Okay, like by adding meters or by adding layers of like, if you hold the side B to a certain extent, more moves get added. It's like, you could tell like he wanted to start like maneuvering beyond the general moveset that was expected out of everybody, right?
Right.
It's like, who else in Smash Ultimate do you like play a lot usually? Because I've played against you and you switched a lot.
Yeah, well, like I feel because both of us have played this series for so long, we can sort of like easily just pick up anybody. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, like we could just sort of play a character and know generally how their moves work.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you know, the way I tend to categorize characters are like characters that like I think I'm very proficient at that. That would be like Bowser, like Incineroar. And then I have characters that like I enjoy playing, characters that I can play, and you know, and so on. And you go down to like characters that I just can't fucking play at all. Like I cannot fucking do like Ken or Ryu or like Bayonetta. Like I just cannot do those
Yeah,
characters. But like,
Yeah, I feel
if I characters I really like playing, like I think a lot of characters are fun to play Ultimate. I really like Wolf a lot. He's still very cool. I like him. Controversial, but I like him more in Brawl than I do like him more in Ultimate. But he's
shit.
still very cool.
right.
I like Ridley a lot, and Ridley's super fucking cool. Like,
Yeah, Ridley's.
I love how savage he is in his animations, and like,
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
he
so
controls just a lot of space with his tail. I also ended up really liking Piranha Plant more than I thought, because I just like weird gimmicky characters like that. So
Yeah, he's so fucking weird. For me, Isabelle, like I think I'm one of the few people. I mean, I think a lot of people wanted Isabelle, but I think I had made early on like top 10 characters I want the most in Smash Ultimate, and I swear to God, Isabelle was number 1. So when she
I wanted Isabelle a lot. For sure.
And like the fact that she wasn't an Echo and she was her own character, I was like, fuck yes, like give her more moves and stuff. But it's like I love her so much because she's so trolly in the best way, right? Of people get so annoyed when you hit them with those little slingshots, and when the little bomb on the ground gets them unexpectedly, or when you grab them with the fishing rod. It's like she's just got I love how she's like just constantly happy when she's fighting you. It's hilarious. It reminds me of Pac-Man, how like there's a constant smile on the face no matter what's going on. And it's just adorable and hilarious, and the best. I fucking love playing as Isabelle. And like the DLC characters so far, each and every one of them I've loved playing a ton of.
Yeah, all the DLC they've really knocked out of the park in terms of making the character just feel fun. Like I don't think there's a character like a lot of people. It's weird that a lot of people like are saying like, oh, Banjo feels like sort of basic. I feel like he's not really like. I feel like that's sort of part of his design. Like I feel like he's such an iconic, old school, beloved platformer character that his moveset's supposed to make him feel like he would fit in an older Smash game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
At least that's how
I
feel about him.
He's supposed to feel like No, I agree. Like to me, I like that Banjo feels like a Smash 64 / Melee character. Of like he's supposed to be fun and easy to get into. Like he's not meant to be
like he doesn't need a separate
or
meter or anything like the other characters.
Exactly. Yeah. Like he's Banjo. Like he should have his iconic moves from his games, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
No, that's saying it's like Banjo is so fun. The side B is one of the most satisfying things to land in the game. And obviously, like doing like the taunt is like the best fucking thing to do. I've really loved Joker. Obviously, Joker's like really fun in general. Like I feel like Joker's the character I've now encountered the most online. Like he is so popular. But I think I really love the hero. It's like the hero beyond even the spells. I just think like his forward airs.
The character,
awesome.
I always laugh my ass off when I'm playing hero. It's just
it's
wild.
So funny,
I love it.
It's so funny. To me, hero dittos. I've never laughed as much playing Smash as I have doing hero dittos. Because like two people summoning Snooze and one person summoning Thwack and one person turning into stone.
Someone kamikazes.
Someone kamikazes. Yeah, someone gets the spell that kills someone who turns to stone. It's like it is so fucking funny how that character leads to such hilarious moments. And even just like the regular fireball, just the regular basic one can like push you off the stage if you're off it and kill you. The side B that catches you in it if you don't get it at the right moment. So really satisfying character. And obviously Terry like has been an amazing addition. Like I love how Terry plays.
Yeah, Terry just feels so smooth. Like his movement, like you just feel like you start dashing around and like moving through the air. Like man, his ground movement though, when you're just like dashing back and forth, feels so smooth.
He's
it's just
so
like,
good,
this character is doing everything I want them to.
Awesome.
You know.
He's super awesome, dude. It's like he was really, really fun, and again, like I say, it's like for Smash, like that, like you said, for Smash Ultimate, I'd say like if I were to tier them on like my proficient characters, I would say it's Sonic, Inkling, and Isabelle. I feel like those would be the three that like if someone wants to really 1v1 me and like I'm competing, I feel like that's where my brain leans to.
Yeah, if I was in a serious match, I would go just for. I would probably like go for Bowser, or I would maybe like I don't know. Sometimes it's hard because I feel like the characters I enjoy playing at besides Bowser aren't like that much better than Bowser in terms of like different matchups.
Right.
So I've been trying to
Right.
learn like Wolf and like other characters like that, just so I have like a gap to fill, you know. But mainly I just play Bowser.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. Those would be it. But yeah, no, it's like I'm so happy that like I think that's my favorite thing about Smash Ultimate is there's characters I just never would have touched in the past that I end up loving. Like even Zelda, like I didn't like Zelda.
Yes, Zelda
in the
is
past.
so good.
And
yes,
she's awesome. Like it's like I've played against what's his name, Blunzy, and his Zelda's fucking
nutty.
insane.
Yeah.
Horrifying. I actually have PTSD from fighting his Zelda. It's horrifying. I can't believe it. I love Link now. Like I never used to really like Link, but he's so fun. I love throwing the bomb that you can like shoot, like destroy at any moment. That's really fun and satisfying. I love just playing Peach. Like Peach is the character I just like trolley playing with because he's just so fun to play as. Roy, I really love playing as. Like I just love that there's so many. Even Snake, it's like I just love that there's so many awesome characters to play in this game, and I feel like it's one of those games where I always feel like. Because it's that weird thing. There's so many characters, you literally don't have enough time to just spend with as many as you want. Like I mean, like think
There's
about it.
always cool
If you
shit
were
to discover on different
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like think about it. 1 hour per character in this game is almost 80 hours. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like. It's so hard to spread your time throughout that, and it's like there will be days where like I end up playing Pokemon Trainer. I'm like, holy shit, I want to keep playing Pokemon Trainer, and then another day I'll just be like, I want to play Pit for some reason, and it's like there was like another. I think it was like a week ago. I was like, let me play as Palutena. I'm like, holy shit, Palutena is so fun. It's like that's what I just love. I just feel like Smash Ultimate has nailed like making characters, and I think it's thanks to the speed of the game and stuff, making characters feel fun to play as. One of the questions I actually wanted to grab from Twitter here was from at Roxas Link, who says, which characters do you hate fighting the most?
Do I hate fighting?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know who tilts the fuck out of me?
Who
Well,
does?
yeah, I like as Bowser, like I cannot stand Pikachu. It's the fucking worst.
Oh,
For one,
no.
Pikachu is small, so your moves don't even
yeah.
fucking hit half the time. Two,
Yeah.
Pikachu is fast, and surprisingly, a lot of moves on Pikachu are strong enough to like break the top guy armor.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Oh, yeah.
you like even if you do throw an attack out, Pikachu's move is faster and it will come out before it, you know? So it's like,
Yep.
oh, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
frustrating, dude. Like, there's no other character I hate fighting more than Pikachu.
Pikachu is a bitch. Yeah, I like you said, it's like for me, like I want to go in like I cannot stand Samus. When I fight a Samus, I want to end my life. It's like the bombs she throws out.
It's not
little
even like
side
she's
B
hard
missile.
to like fight. It's the gameplay
Yeah.
loop is so boring of like projectile,
Exactly, yeah,
bomb,
yeah.
run to the
It's-
other
yeah.
side, projectile, bomb, run to the
Exactly,
other
and
side.
I'm just like, oh, I hate this guy. It's like
Because
I
at least with
genuinely
Ness,
like, yeah.
Ness, they're like doing combos. Even if they spam PK fire,
Exactly,
they are doing
exactly.
interesting things, you know?
Yeah. No, with Samus, Samus is that character that just feels like a projectile menace, and I just hate my life fighting her. Who else do you hate fighting before? Like I keep listing on here because there's so many.
Mainly, like, I think Snake is very, very frustrating too.
Oh,
Only
yes.
because
Oh, my God.
he's so heavy. Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
like, compare him to Duck Hunt. Like, Duck Hunt puts a lot of shit on screen, right? But Duck Hunt is also,
Yeah.
like, fairly light, and,
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
he's kind of easy to kill, but like Snake, his like not only like can he spill the like he can drop grenades, has the Nikita
Yeah.
out, but like his up tilt, his forward tilt, like
Yeah.
they have good range. It's so annoying to get in on him. You know?
The side B missile that chases you around, I want to scream when that thing's chasing.
Yeah,
you.
right.
it's just so annoying because like you just feel like you just don't know when it's gonna end, and you just feel like you're just running away from it, and it's like horrifying. There's that, and I really like I can't fight Ganon. Like for the life of me, I just don't like Ganon. Throughout the entire series has just been a character I just don't like playing as, and I hate fighting against. And it's like just there's something about Ganon, the way people play them. It's like I just can't do it. I can't do anything against him.
See,
I think
I
I-
have no
yeah.
problem with Ganon because
Oh, really? Okay.
I know how to exploit his recovery. So like if I'm able to
Okay.
throw him off stage, I know I'm safe because I can just kill him there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Exactly. If he's off stage, it's fine. Like I can like spray him with Mario's thing and then like cape him or something. But when he's on that stage, it drives me nuts. I feel like him, like you said, yeah, Snake is really annoying against me. Oh my god, when someone knows how to play Rob, it can be the most infuriating thing in the world.
Yeah, you don't get to play. Well, that's like part of the Bowser experience is like,
Yeah.
there is a little bit of a pup stomp element to the character. Where like, you
Right.
can have some really fucking easy games against players who don't know what they're doing, and then those are the players who like, oh, Bowser's so brain dead. But
Right.
like the thing about Bowser, like if the opponent knows what they're doing, it's gonna be it exponentially gets harder to win because obviously you're heavy, you have slower moves to come out.
Right.
And the thing with Rob is like you can just get put into a blender and there is
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
you can
Oh
do
my
about
God.
it.
that little fucking spin thingy.
The gyro, you mean?
Toy. Yeah, the gyroid, and then they shoot the laser, and then they pick back up the gyroid and they drop it down. It is just a trip. And that up air, which is insane, that does like 10 hits and then you go flying.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing against him. So that's another one. I feel like that's it for like I fought some like annoying ass Richters. Like Richter can be a fucking pest to fight against. Just because they'll put the fire, they'll shoot the little the spin axes, they'll shoot a bunch of shit at once, and that's like that can drive me nuts. But other than that, it's been mostly fun. I mean, if you want to go to older games, like obviously like back then, fighting a Bayonetta was insane. Fighting against a Cloud was insane.
Cloud was the fucking worst because with Bayo, they had to at least know the combos to do this stupid shit with Bayo, right?
Yeah, exactly.
With Cloud, they can just fucking press buttons. Who fucking cares? It will hit you. Like a fucking narrow the size of Saturn. Who cares? Like Cloud was the absolute worst because you could be brain dead and win with Cloud back in Smash 4.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also there's no worse feeling than losing to a Mii. One of them, like when the Miis, I feel like to this day, I just don't know what, like I feel like every time I fight a Mii, they have a different moveset. I literally never know what to expect because every other character in the game, like okay, you have a finite.
The only
set
one
of
that's
moves.
pretty consistent is with Brawler and Gunner. I think people pick a lot of the different
Right.
moves, but with Mii Sword Fighter, it's always that fucking tornado that knocks you straight up. And you can you're just stuck there,
Yeah, and it's like it's like the Mii Brawler and the Mii's in general. Like I never spend time to learn their moveset because I never played them. Because I feel like all the other characters I've at least played, and I've played a bunch against them too. So I understand at least what's coming. But the Mii's to this day, I just don't know what you're gonna do. I always just tell myself, yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. So yeah, that's mainly it for mains throughout the series. What other questions do we have? We have at Dark God Snom that says, which is the best character, Joker or Snake amongst the two? Both have different playstyles, but are seen as two of the best in the game. What do you think about that one?
If you're looking purely at tournament results, I think it would be Joker. Obviously, because MKLeo wins everything. And with Snake, it's hard to say because I think there are definitely more top players who are playing Snake and doing well in tournaments. It's just MKLeo is pretty much the only notable Joker player. Like I think more pros are picking up Joker now. They just don't have the results. So we'll have to see. I mean, they do different things. It's hard to say if one is strictly better. If I'm just gonna go with personally, if we're just strictly by tournament results, I'm gonna say Joker, but that's just because of MKLeo. I think you can make the argument for Snake only because more people play him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's hard to tell in general just because like this game. I think what I love about just Smash Ultimate in general is I feel like Smash 4, it felt like everybody was playing which character is the top of the tier list. Whereas Smash Ultimate feels like everyone's playing the character they just want to play.
Yeah, and I think that's more a test to the game balance where like they because again, Smash 4, I will argue, for the roster size was decently balanced. The problem with Smash 4 was that the top tiers in Smash 4 were so much better than the other characters.
Exactly.
In Ultimate, I don't think that's the case. There are very clearly characters that are way better than others, but
Yeah.
generally, a lot of the characters are more towards the middle of the pack where, yes, some are better, but it's not a huge difference where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you just can't win, you know?
Then it comes down to personal skill. Like if
Yeah,
someone
exactly.
can use the character or not. Yeah. So yeah, we have that one. I mean, this one we kind of went through which how many characters we played through. Which control setup do you have? So do you have any custom control setups?
I always use GameCube and I turn tap jump off, and other than that, that's
Yeah.
all I do.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the same. I used to. I think for Smash 4, I always had tap to jump on. But then, yeah, in Smash Ultimate, early on, I was like, let me get into the habit of having it off so that I can control my jumps properly and that, like, I could do tilts properly and stuff, because that obviously...
Yeah,
helps
because,
in
like,
that
I remember I didn't really... I used it in Brawl, like, I used tap jump, but I always would encounter a problem where, like, I would jump and use my up air at the same time, and I wouldn't want that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Especially playing Mega Man, like as someone who likes to do that little up, especially in Smash Ultimate, that up tilt that kills you. It's so much more satisfying to like nail 100% of the time. Yeah, so I mean that's the questions we've had, and I think we went through our main start of the series. So yeah, I think that's mainly it. I mean, it's just a testament in general to just how Smash obviously has like we're still gonna get more characters and see what happens, but it's just so cool to have a franchise where you switch around a lot of characters, and I just mean that's like the general fun of fighting games is in any usual game like a third-person shooter or a third-person action game, you're getting used to one character's moves, whereas like when you learn a new character in a fighting game, it's almost like a new game to you because you're just like, holy shit, this is just completely different from the other character I learned.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's it called? Are there any characters you still want to learn?
It's hard because there are so many characters in Ultimate that are just fun to play.
Yeah.
I have been like the problem right now where I'm at is like I think I'm trying to learn more like of Wolf because the problem that I'm at now is like Bowser's very good. And I don't want to play a character, like, in terms of competitive, I mean, I don't want to play a character who's, like, worse than Bowser, because what's the point? I'm trying to pick a character that's, like, I enjoy playing that covers my weaknesses, and I think I'm going to try and get better with Wolf as time goes on, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, because I think it's just about, like, Smash 4 was a different time in my life. I think because Smash Ultimate, I don't ever go to tournaments and stuff. I mainly just play online or on stream or with friends. I just for this game specifically just like try to get pretty good with all the characters that I really love. So yeah, I'll stick to doing that. So yeah, I think that's enough for this week. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, leave in the comments below your characters that you've made. I'd like to see who you enjoy the most, and hopefully the
We'll
next
get it,
episode
hopefully,
we have,
fingers crossed.
fingers crossed, we'll know about a new character, so we have some exciting new stuff to talk about. If not, we will continue our usual weekly topics of shit. So anyways, that's it. Thank you all for watching. On Twitter, you can find me obviously here and subscribe here for more videos, and you can find me on Twitter at YuYuKami, and also you can find Ultima on Twitter at UltimaShadowX, right? So
yes.
I think that's it. That's all. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Peace.
Take care.